At Meta headquarters, they literally made it plain and simple. The key to growth is I know exactly what you're thinking. Instagram is dead. The algorithm keeps changing. You've been posting consistently. You've been doing what everybody is saying to do, and you're just not seeing results. You're over it, and I know you're ready to give up. But I also know that you want to give it one more chance, and you know it's not dead. You know it's not over, and you know that if you just get that one little tip, it could change everything. You gotta figure this out. So don't give up. Please don't give up. I am here to help, okay? I figured out the key, like the secret. And you know what's so crazy? Your girl just came back from Meta headquarters. I was there with Adam Missouri and other creators where they literally gave us the tea, the exact blueprint on how to grow. And y'all, it's easier than you think. Like, it was so funny too, because everything we talked about at Meta headquarters was exactly what I had figured out. I'm like, yo, I'm a genius. Thank God for wisdom in it. Y'all, I've gone viral so many times. 9 million views, 3 million views, 1 million views. Like, even my boyfriend has went viral, like a video of us, 20 million views. It's so cool just seeing that. It doesn't only work for me. That is why it's my first video back. Hi, I know. Your girl posts a life update, then disappear. Yes, your girl is back on YouTube. Anytime I come back, just know I come back with tea and results, okay? So let's get into how to grow on Instagram for real. I got my iPad as always, so if I am looking down, just know I got the notes. I got the tea. I don't play. And if you want a step-by-step guide to walk you through everything I'm about to tell you, definitely make sure to check out my Influence Her ebook. Yes, and y'all, this is the final restock. So once it is gone, it's gone. A lot of things I'm going to talk about today, the guide walks you through it, okay? All right, so let's get into it. The first thing you're going to want to do is figure out your brand. Well, what about the algorithm? What about hashtags? What about... That's the problem. A lot of people start with the platform rather than their brand. So when you know your brand, you know exactly what to create. And this was the roadblock I ran into. I went from a partying college girl that just posted cute crop top outfits to a girl who's maturing in Christ and trying to like figure out this new Christian lifestyle, right? So I kept getting stuck and I wasn't growing because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who my brand was anymore. If you don't know what your brand is, you're not even gonna know how to utilize trends, how to make content, because you don't know who you are. And it's deep. That's the thing with content people don't understand. It's not about the followers. It's not about the numbers. To a certain extent, it's about self-discovery and sharing the story God created you to share, sharing your unique perspective. But when you don't take the time to figure that out, you're gonna keep getting stuck and you're gonna keep blaming the algorithm when honestly, it's you. No, like, let's be real. It's you. You're not doing the deep work to figure out who you are and how you want to show up. That is exactly why you're not attracting your ideal audience. Because who are you? How can I relate to you when you don't even know who you are? It's deep. It's deep. How do you do that? You have to ask yourself some very, very important questions. And I literally prayed and fasted and did this. The first question I had to answer, who am I? Okay, so pause this video, go get you a notebook, and let's work through these questions together. Before you're trying to grow on Instagram, I'm trying to grow. Who are you? What do you do? What are your passions? What's your dream? Like, that's what's important, because what's the point of getting a lot of followers and you don't even know what to do with it? Better yet, you don't even know who you are at the end of the day. That is why a lot of people fall into depression, because you focus on chasing things rather than finding who you are. And for me, through content creation, I found my identity as a child of God, and that has brought me so much joy, so much stability that I can answer these questions. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. Your girl always gonna get deep. Every one of us has a story. Your fear of rejection, your fear of being shamed for your story is holding you back. I talk about my past because I'm not ashamed. You know why? Because I know I've been freed from that. So get deep, get real. Again, don't put all your business out there. At the end of the day, I don't put all my business out there, but you have to establish your brand. And when you look at successful creators, that's exactly what they do. What is your brand? Is it, I know a makeup artist, it's like her interesting accent, like her accent, Kim Kardashian. Her accent is kind of like her brand. Some people, it's like their relationship with their mother is their brand. Anything can be your brand, but what side of you do you want to share? You can't just show up superficially anymore. Anybody can do that. AI can make videos. It's that human connection, your brand, that's gonna make you stand out. The main thing I learned at Meta headquarters is there are multiple parts to the Instagram algorithm. Instagram does not just have one algorithm. There are multiple. Stories has its own algorithm. Explore page has its own algorithm. Post, carousels have their own algorithm. Reels have their own algorithm. There's so many different algorithms because people interact with different parts of Instagram different. You don't watch stories the same way you watch reels. You don't watch reels the same way you view carousel posts. Like there's different people who you might like their stories or you like certain people's reels. So it's like Instagram is tailored to be a platform that when you go there, you see exactly what you like. With that being said, they have different algorithms for different things, okay? I'm gonna keep it simple. At Meta headquarters, they literally made it plain and simple. The key to growth is engaging Instagram reels. Engaging reels are the way to grow. Reels, make reels. Stop being scared to make reels. Stop saying you want to grow on Instagram, but you're still scared to post reels. Babes, come here. We're on a floating rock. I promise you, that reel, that girl from your school, stop worrying about them. Let me break that down even further. Before, the amount of followers you had kind of determined your reach, but now that is not the case. Everybody has a fair chance, meaning when you post, it gets shown to a small group of people. And if those people really like it, it gets shown to a bigger group of people. If they really like it, then a bigger, meaning your reach can go so far beyond your follower count now. So you could have 1,000 followers and get a video that's 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, because it's based on engagement. Engagement is the key to getting a lot of views and going viral. What is engagement? Shares, likes, comments, views. That's all markers of engagement. Wondering, okay, but what about stories? What about carousels? Simply put, right? They told us exactly. Again, I'm gonna pull it up because they told, when I tell you, they told us everything. I literally have it. They said for your feed, share exclusive. So what I take this to mean is celebrations or large events. Think about it. Think about how your birthday post always gets a lot of likes because it's your birthday. It's an event. It's an exclusive. Like, oh my gosh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's easy to engage because it's a thing, you know? Or you could do like photo dumps. I think photo dumps are very, very crucial in feed. Nobody wants to see the same picture 3 times. Okay, get engaging. You still like taking outfit pictures, that's fine, but give us details, give us a video, throw in some niche things. Stories, they said take a friends and family approach, things you would just share like rants or just talking or just chill vibes, you know, and make it like a game. I love doing polls, I love doing Q&As, just vibes. I'm sorry, story is vibes. It's a place to connect deeper with your audience, open up conversations, and it's also a place to further establish your brand. Whatever your brand is, use your story to further establish that. So now let's get deep about Reels. Reels 101. I literally have it. They said vertical. I prefer iPhone. I feel like using your iPhone is super simple and it helps with that relatability aspect. I don't even have the latest iPhone. I have like the 13, which is like what, 2 generations below, and I still get super crisp, super high quality videos. So you don't have to have expensive camera gear, but it depends on your branding. Again, my boyfriend uses a professional camera, but it works because that's his branding. I don't know. So you gotta gauge that for yourself. The key to Reels is relatable content. That's it. If you ask me, Gina, how do I grow on Instagram? Like I'm really struggling. What should I do? If I was to keep it short, post short, relatable reels. Case study. I kind of stumbled upon this because randomly I was throwing out all my clothes because, as you guys know, I'm on a modesty journey, right? I was throwing out all my clothes and I'm like, oh, let me just like record this real quick, right? For TikTok, I did a whole change in angles. I was talking for a minute. I was diving in. For Instagram, literally it was like a 5-second video of me throwing away my clothes. 10 million views. I said, no way. I said, no way. What? Nah, I just couldn't believe that that's all it took. Number 2, a trending sound. Instagram themselves have said trending sounds are so important. A trending sound is the difference between a viral video and a flop, which is so crazy because the quality and everything could be the same, but the sound is crucial. Another thing, captions are content. So a short video, you don't get much from it. But okay, modesty, cool. But in my caption, I really got real. I really got vulnerable. I really got deep and added more context to that short video. So people are reading and they're engaging and it's evoking emotion. It's deep. It's deep. It was personal. But it was real and it built this sense of community that I'm like, whoa, like, I've really unlocked something here. But not only is it good for branding and just building that community, when people are scrolling, reading that long caption, guess what? That short video is gonna keep replaying and replaying and replaying. I've never seen anyone pause the video and read the caption. I've never seen that. It's not like a make or break. If you can't bring yourself to write a long caption, don't do it. I feel like for me, that's more so my style. A lot of people like to give value in the caption, but keep the video really short. But my boyfriend, he writes short captions and his videos still be going viral. So it's really like up to your audience. I feel like it's a girl thing. Girls really like to read. So the next thing I would say is relatability. There was a video where it was me and my boyfriend sitting eating again. My boyfriend had posted it on his page. 20 million views. And you know what was cool about it? Because he came up with the caption himself. It was basically like the couple that sits next to each other. And that video went viral because it's like that age-old debate of should you sit next to each other or should you sit across from each other? So the comments are going crazy and everyone's just sharing their opinion, and it's relatable because everyone has opinion on that. Make engagement easy, right? It's a thing that people want to talk about. It's something that people already have an interest in. And relatability makes engagement easy. Things that are easy to engage in, conversations that people just love to have, you know? It's not every day that you got to get deep. Another thing is consistency. When you're making simple, easy videos, it's easy to be consistent because it doesn't take much out of you to make these videos. When we asked about consistency, they said the perfect amount of time, again, this is not hard science, but like on average, it was 12 times a month. So divided by 4, that's like 3 times a week, which if you're posting short, trendy, relatable reels, you can do 3 times a week. For me personally, I like to post my sweet spot, like 3 times a week is cool, but I notice more growth when I do 4 to 5 times a week. The thing about consistency, like you have a higher chance of going viral. So do 3 times a week if that's all you can do right now, but when that one video pops off, start posting as much as you can. So start with 3. Once you get a video that pops off, go to 5, go to 6, go to 7 if you need to. But you need to keep that momentum because what that video is doing is it's bringing new eyes to your page. Meaning every other video you post then has a higher chance of going viral. And I've seen this for myself. After that video got 10 million views, my next one got like 500K. All my other videos just started popping off. I'll post, I'll go viral, I'll get overwhelmed. I don't want to post anymore. Don't do that. You're self-sabotaging yourself. When you post, even if it does slightly better than your other one, increase it, increase the ante. Start noticing what's working. I'm telling you. The next thing, how your video looks is important. So you want to make sure you have good lighting. You want to make sure to wipe your cameras. No dirty cameras. You cannot film in the dark. You cannot film with blurry, it looks staticky. People are just going to swipe because in this day and age when people are making movies, you're recording with a dirty camera? I'm scared. No, but like seriously, wipe your camera, use your back camera, and then I use CapCut to edit. So what I do is I'll screen record the trending sound I want. So I'll screen record it from Instagram, then I'll put that video, the screen recording of the trending sound in CapCut. Then I'll add my own clip. I edit it, make it cute, I edit it, then I go back on Instagram, and sometimes I'll keep the sound or I'll lower it and have my sound. That's how you edit on CapCut, but have the sound. And I have a list of suggested apps, equipment, everything in my guide, and everything is also on my Amazon storefront, like all the equipment I use, so definitely make sure to check that out. Be observant. Like if you want to grow on Instagram, you have to be mindful of trends and new, like upcoming trends, because trending sounds are very important, but you don't copy people. A video could be a trend, but it's your story that makes it original. So that's why I started the video by saying you have to figure out your branding. For example, me and my sister could make the same exact trend, but the video is going to be completely different because we have completely different stories. That's why it's so important to figure out your brand. Like you can do all the tips and tricks, but it's going to be hard to actually implement it if you don't do the work of figuring out your brand. Then it's easy to hop on a trend because you know exactly what you're going to say. You know exactly what story you want to tell. You know exactly how you want to implement the trend because you have a clear brand. So at Meta, they made it very clear to us, the point of Instagram is to create and connect. The creativity comes from your brand, your story, your artwork, your pictures, your videos, your reels, and the connection comes from that relatability, the engagement, the rawness, the realness, the casualness. Think about it. Which audience is more valuable? An audience of 10,000 people that know you, they love you, they trust you, they engage. Your engagement rate is super high because they love you, they love your story. It's easy for you to post because you're telling your story. You're sharing the thing that God put on your heart. You're being yourself. So you show up. It's easy to be consistent. Or would you rather have 100,000 followers that don't know the real you? They don't know your story. You just made a couple viral videos, so they followed you, and it's hard for you to be consistent because you don't even know what to post. It's not fun. You just have to maintain the viral videos so these random people on your page can engage. Sometimes when you are real, they don't even engage with you. Which audience do you want? For me, I love my Instagram audience because they know me. Like, y'all remember the smallest details about me. Someone knew where I was born. I never said where I was born. So that's kind of scary. Build an environment that you're gonna love. So don't do things just for the sake of virality. Don't do virality. I can never say that word. Don't do things just to go viral. Don't be dishonest. Have some integrity in the things that you post. Post quality content. This is what I do. You're gonna start with your brand, okay? Who you are, your story, what you really want to share, and break that down into a couple topics. So for me, my topics are faith, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle, right? That topics are different from how you express those topics. Education, entertainment, and relatability. Those are the 3 ways I like to share content. For example, makeup. Let's do makeup. I can do an eyebrow tutorial. That is educational. I can also do POV. Your eyebrows, you used to have ugly brows when you were younger and you were trying to learn how to do makeup. Like, I obviously wouldn't write it that long. I would implement that into a trend via before and after picture or something. It's relatable because we all could relate to having ugly brows when we were younger because we didn't know how to do our makeup. That's that relatability aspect. And then I could do entertainment. Like, it could be edits and quick things and just something really fun and visual. That could be more entertainment, you know? Or so, another one you could add is inspiring. Like, sometimes when I talk about my journey with God, I'm just trying to inspire others to, you know, read your Bible, talk to God, pray. So those are like 4 ways you can express each topic. This is your homework. You're going to answer those questions I had at the beginning. The main one being, who am I? What is your story? What do you want to share? What is your brand? Exactly. Like, what is your brand? Then you want to pick your topics. Are you going to do fashion, beauty, lifestyle, wellness, cooking? I would say pick 2 or 3 or 4, observe trends and put your brand in it. Now you want to start practicing. Pick a trend on Instagram, pick a topic, insert your brand into it. Start playing around with it, start posting. You have to post to figure out what works for you. This whole video, I'm just telling you the things Meta told me and the things I've personally observed through posting. Yeah, y'all, that is all. My battery is dying. My camera is overheating because it's too much fire. I'm just spitting facts. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I feel like I threw a lot at you, but please do not be overwhelmed. It's easier than you think. You just have to get out of your own way. For me, the shocking thing is it's not that hard. It's actually not that hard, and I'm so blessed because now I'm in a place where I create freely. I'm not stressing. I'm not trying to grow. Like, nobody talks about the stress of trying to grow. It's annoying, you know? So you just want to get to a place where you're growing, you're thriving, you're happy, but you can never get there if you don't just take those steps, if you don't just do the work, you know? I literally have 100,000 on Instagram. I'm about to hit 100,000 on YouTube. Like, these things, if I would have gave up, it would have never happened. So please don't give up. Keep going. You got this and it's gonna work out. Never lose faith, okay? So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And don't forget, I love you. God loves you. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. Mwah. Bye, girlie.